Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Here I have another speed build for The Sims. This one is a trailer micro home build. I thought I'd mess around with some stuff in the debug section. It's like a whole new game pack in there, and I thought it'd be quite interesting to do another trailer build. I've done one before. I've done like an abandoned trailer lot thing. It's kind of random. You can find it on the gallery. I'll be putting all the information about the gallery and like where to find the build at the end of this video, so stay tuned. So here you can find me like trying to figure out what I'm doing, how to make the shape. It's a little bit awkward how to do it. Like the way that I like to do it is I like to create like two levels and then delete the one from the top and then make sure it's level with the trailer, and so it all kind of works. And then it's a bit random, but it works like that, so I just kind of went with it. I thought it would be quite interesting to make this a micro home as well, so if you have Tiny Living you can download this pack and you can gain skills quicker, grow things and all that jazz. But yeah, this build is eco-friendly. I've got like a few things that aren't technically eco-friendly, like the laptop that I put in later on, but it's got solar panels on the roof, so hopefully your Sims won't have to pay as much bills, which will be nice. So yeah, I was just trying to figure out like the front. I had to make that work and make it look good. I think it turned out alright. I wasn't really sure like what to do in that little corner thing, so I was like, oh, that'd be like a cool place to just have the bathroom, because it's not like I'm gonna be able to really put it anywhere without taking up like too much space. So I just kind of added that in there. I was like, yeah, that'll be a good bathroom. I don't think it will work if I had a normal shower, so I think you're gonna have to use University to be able to do this. I don't think there's a way to do it any other way unless you make it bigger, but I'm not sure. But yeah, here I'm just using some like base game lights to just light up the build, like I normally do. And yeah, I'm really glad that they've in the new update they've got like them lights sized down, because it just saves so much time just having to size it down. I know it's only like a click of a button, but it just makes it a little bit easier. And then if you want to like hide lights behind places and light up a little bit more, it looks good. But yeah, when I put this toilet down, I wasn't sure if it was actually going to be usable or anything, so I just kind of I put it there. I was like, well, we'll see how it goes. But it's all play tested. It all works fine. It's up on the gallery. I went to go double check the name of the LARP just before I filmed this, well, recorded. It's already got 2 downloads, and I was just like, I posted this like not even that long ago, and I've already got like people downloading it. That's awesome. I think I checked as well. I've got 33 downloads, which is crazy insane. I was like, this is like weird, but it works, so I'm happy. But yeah, I've got the Murphy bed here. Hopefully your Sims don't die. There's been a few times where I've literally just like built a house, well, a tiny house or something, and I'm like, oh, I'll get the Murphy bed, yeah, that'd be cool. And then I load the game, and then my Sim just straight up dies, and I'm like, why? How could this happen to me? I've made my mistakes. I'm sick of this life. But it is what it is. I think most of them like errors with the Murphy bed have been fixed. I think I haven't had any issues lately with it, so I think that they're okay to use. I'm not sure. But yeah, here I'm just like trying to figure out if I want to add like another counter to near where the oven is, just to kind of make it look a little bit bigger. But then I was like, nah, it looks a bit weird, so I just kind of left it in the end, and there's only like 2 counters. But your Sims can make food on them, and they can dine at them, so it's not too much of an issue when it comes to, you know, needing space. So it's all good. Yeah. Both chairs are functional. Both sides of the bed can't talk. Both sides of the bed are functional. And if it doesn't work, I'm sure your Sims can scoot over. I know some people still have an issue with that, but my Sims seem to be fine when it comes to scooting. I don't know, I guess it just depends on your game. But yeah, here I'm putting in just a desk, just to kind of give the Sims some entertainment with the computer, which I thought would be nice. Because to be honest, you can't really play Sims unless you unless you have a computer. So unless you go to the library, but that just takes time. So. Because I was gonna originally have it as an off the grid lot, but then I was like, oh well, I've put the computer in there now, and it'd look a bit weird if I didn't add it in there. So just kind of left it there. I was like, yeah, that'll do. I'll just leave it there. But my idea for this build is a sim that has a dog and is into training dogs, because later on you can see me adding loads of stuff for like dog training, and I thought it'd be a nice idea to have like this like massive like lot with a trailer where you can just like put your dogs there and they can do all the training, but still kind of a nice cozy home. I thought it'd be quite cool and quite interesting. I have done a few other trailer builds in the past, but I think this one's like my favourite because I had like a full-on like story behind it, like thinking of like the dog trainer and then having like their own little like park thing, and just kind of been able to like that. I should have, now that I think of it, I should have probably had one of the lot traits as dog friendly. That would kind of make more sense. I haven't done that. I might go change them later on, I'm not sure. But it's up on the gallery if you guys want to download it. And here I'm just kind of adding like a little bit of like a footpath thing. I don't know, just like an extra tile, because it was kind of clipping where the stairs are, and yeah, I didn't really like it, so I was like, oh well, I've got an extra tile space, I might as well use it. So that's what I did. So the Sims can get up there fine, and it's all cool. You can see me adding the half walls here. I ended up doing the cheat, so it's still technically a micro home, because when I added that wall there, it added it as a room, and I was like, I don't want it to be a room, so I just did the good old trick, putting it on the ground and then putting it on the building to make it not a room. But yeah, I really like how this like little trailer home turned out. It's quite small. It's so cute. I think like even though it's quite small, I don't know about you, but it kind of looks quite spacious. I know sometimes I like to over clutter with my build, so I've just put everything everywhere. But I thought this one, like, maybe not put too much, but enough for it to be functional. Like some shelves and cabinets, and just a few bits here and there, just to kind of not make it too much, but not make it too little, if that makes sense. Yeah, here I'm trying to find the drawers in Eco Lifestyle. Forgot the name of the pack there for a second. I've already gone past it, there you go. Yeah, I quite like this one. I know it's not technically the same swatch as the one in Tiny Living, but it's close enough, and if you look far away and kind of squint your eyes a little bit, it looks fine, so it's fine. And here I'm just like adding like just a mirror, because your Sims need mirrors. I was gonna put it there, I did end up moving it just to kind of add a window there and it not look too weird. I did put some like wall art, like paintings and stuff, and like pictures. But then I was like, I don't have any windows. I should probably put a window. So I added that them later on. I didn't add a window to the bathroom. That's the only one I didn't do because I know that there's not a small window that matches the windows from the Moschino pack. So I just kind of was like, I just won't put a window there. It's fine. So there isn't one, but if you download the build, you can always add one if you want one. So yeah, here I'm just like looking at like just some bookcases because I was like, I'm not sure which one I wanted to use, but I knew that like I wanted one. I was gonna use one of the new fabricated ones from Eco Lifestyle, but like the more I look at it, the more it looks weird. I don't know why, it just looks really odd in my opinion, so I just didn't end up using it. I think I used the one from City Living. I don't think I used that one. Did I use the other one? Maybe. I can't remember. Yeah, that one. Yeah, I really like that one. It's kind of like, it's quite unique. I ended up putting some like plants on it as well, which is pretty cool. I like how it just kind of, you know, I had to raise them up though because they didn't clip onto the shelf, so I raised them up. I've had that song stuck in my head all day to be fair. You raise me up. Because apparently I'm that kind of person that gets songs stuck in my head all the time. To be fair, usually it's As It Is that gets stuck in my head, so I mean, not like that's an issue because As It Is are amazing, but like I always end up having the song stuck in my head, which is nice. They're my favourite band if you didn't already know. But yeah, I was gonna use these photos from Tiny Living, but then I was like, windows? I don't have windows. So I ended up just changing them and just not having them there. Although I do think they look good there, but like there isn't any like natural lighting in the build, so I was like, yeah, I should probably probably have like a window or two. I put them in a bit. Yeah, I'm just deleting them here and then adding the windows. Yeah, I use the Moschino windows. I still don't know how to say the pack, but I really like these windows. Like, because at first I was like, I don't know how I feel about them, and then I was like, oh, but they look kind of cool though. And I wasn't really sure if they were gonna fit the build, which I still don't know if they do. But I like the fact that they're open. Like, I feel like it's like especially in like tiny houses, there's like a lot of like big windows, and like, I don't want to use like too big windows. I don't want to make them like massive, so it's kind of like they're like the right size. So that will do. Yeah, here I'm looking for some of the items from, I think it's Cool Kitchen stuff. Yeah. Just kind of put on the wall and just like add a little bit of like realism, I guess, with like the knives and that. I find this item, the cutting board thing, kind of awkward to like place sometimes because it just kind of goes where it wants. I'm like, no, come back, go over here. But I just kind of put it there, just in the corner, just to chill out. Because I thought, like, you know, if this person wants to move in the future with the trailer, I know that's not obviously a possibility in The Sims, but like, you can imagine it will. Like, if they moved, like, they'd have to like take all like the knives down and like stuff like that, put them in the drawers, and I don't know, I guess they're like stuck to the wall, like you kind of just leave it there and it would be fine whilst you go around driving. I don't know, that was just kind of a weird little thought that I had. So yeah, here I'm doing the bathroom, finishing that off, adding the toilet paper and just, you know, the toilet and shower essentials really. The casual. I kind of wish I had sized the Tiny Living, I can't remember what the item's called, but I kind of wish I had like sized that down because it is a bit big. It fits the space nice, but I do think it is a little bit like too big sometimes. Like, I think a lot of the stuff in Tiny Living is surprisingly quite big considering it's Tiny Living, like especially the lamp that comes with it. I know it's meant to be like a shelf lamp, but I've not been able to use it as like an actual shelf, like, ever. It's just never worked for me, so I've just kind of like, well, I'll leave it here. But yeah, here I'm just doing a few little bit of decorations here and there with lights, which I thought was cool. You'll see later on that I did like a little skylight thing. It's not like an official one because I don't have them because I don't have the pack for it. But I kind of made my own. Like, it kind of like sticks out, but I know in like some caravans, especially in the UK, they kind of have like a bit that kind of sticks out at the top. It's usually like clear, so I was like, I'll just kind of like use that as a window in my work. It might look weird, but it's a little bit of natural lighting, so I might as well just kind of add it as like a little extra touch, which I think it looked a bit like, I don't know, it looked okay, but it did cast a weird shadow though. But yeah, here I'm just adding the flooring to the bathroom and then the outside wall art paper thing. I don't know what to call it. Wall decoration. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with like generic colours just to kind of, didn't want to add like too much colour because I know like especially in the UK a lot of the caravans are just white and then that's it. So I was like, oh well, I'll just have it white, or like a grey, just to make it look somewhat more realistic, I guess. But yeah, I just add a roof trim over there, and then I looked at the window from Tiny Living. I was like, it's got like a white rim around the edge, and then I was like, I should probably do that with the windows too. And then I like looked inside just to see if it looked weird or not, and I think it looked okay. Looking back, it does look a little bit kind of weird, but it's fine. If anyone wants to change it, they can. So yeah, just adding like the wall trim. And then this is where I do the little skylight thing. and like just like on top. This is what makes it an eco lot. I kind of thought about this. I was like, I don't know if this is gonna like look good or if it's gonna look absolutely awful. Like it's got like it's gonna look really good or like really bad. But I don't know. It looks weird though from like if you have like the free camera mode on, and if you look up at the ceiling, it does look really weird because it's kind of green. I don't know why that happens, and I wouldn't know how to change it, so I just kind of left it. I was like, well, it's fine. No one purposely looks at the ceiling in The Sims, unless you can change the ceilings one day. Then that might be that'd be nice, because I know sometimes, especially if you're doing like a full wooden build, like wood doors, wood walls and everything, and then you just got a white ceiling. It looks really weird. But I doubt they're gonna add like be able to change that anytime soon, and it's not really too much of an issue. It's just like one of them things that you notice, I guess. But yeah, here I'm just like trying to figure out where to put the lot, and I spent like too long trying to figure out like where to put it, like on the lot, and then I just was like, you know what, I'll just put it here. Like this is a good like 10 minutes of me just kind of like, I should put it here. Oh, but it would look cool here. Oh, but like maybe here. And so just like I'm just gonna edit that out because it just kind of looks bad, but it's fine. Yeah, I add some railing and that to the stairs. I quite like this railing. I don't know why. Because apparently I'm that lame and I like stair railing and don't pay that much attention to it. It's quite interesting in my opinion. I don't think there's anything like that in the pack yet. There's some similar, but I think, I don't know, that one just kind of like stands out to me sometimes. I'm like, damn, that's a pretty cool railing. But yeah, I'm just like adding some like greenery around just to make it not boring. I'm not the best when it comes to landscaping, I will admit that now. It's kind of a bit bad. But you know, it is what it is. It's fine. I just added like just a few trees, and then like just like some flowers around here and there. I also added the what's it called, the clothing line, and that from Laundry Day, just because, you know, it's kind of nice to have like your laundry hanging out when it's nice and hot weather. Especially at the moment. It's like, I don't know what the degree is, let me have a look quickly. It's 20 degrees. It's pretty hot. Oh, 23. It just went up. So it's pretty hot by the time of recording this, but it was so much hotter earlier. I was like dying. Especially last night. I was like laying in bed. I was like, I'm melting. I'm melting. So yeah, I'm just adding like some terrain paint here and there just to kind of like make it look a little bit cool. Just to kind of separate the terrain a little bit. But yeah. Let me know what you guys think of this build as well in the comments. I quite like it. I also added some terrain paint of like the flooring type thing, like underneath where like the trailer goes, because I thought it could have it like its own little spot. It'd be cool. Yeah, I also added these like the bug things. Every time I have them in my lot, I always end up killing the bugs because I just completely forget about them. I'm like, I'm not used to having them to my game. I just forget about the bugs, and then my sim wakes up one morning and is complaining about the dead bugs, and I'm like, oh no, what have I done? But yeah, I use the colourful swatches for them as well. I think I have 4 of them. Yeah. Yeah, I use the different swatches to kind of add a little bit of colour to like the outside, because it's kind of a bit bland. And like I said, it's like a training ground as well for the dog, or dogs if you have more than one. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to have like urine food. I don't know if you can make food with like the bugs for like pets and stuff. I'm not sure. I haven't tested it. I wouldn't know. So I just added like just a few things for the doggos. So yeah, this is pretty much like the end of my video, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you stay tuned for more. There will be the gallery, where to find it and all that just at the end. There's just some screenshots and then some screenshots of the final build. So I hope you guys enjoyed it.